Hi, and welcome to Project 900, Lesson 9. I'm glad you're here. We have a lot to go over in a short amount of time, and we're going to create some pretty amazing things. So let's go ahead and get started. Lesson 9, AI agents in action, automating tasks for your nonprofit. And so we're going to continue to build on our understanding of AI agents, which are AI tools that are working on your behalf to do things for you when you don't necessarily have to ask them or direct them directly on a regular basis, which is pretty fantastic. So let's go beyond prompting. That's the whole point of this, is to take AI agents to the next level. It's the next level beyond doing simple AI prompting. These are running automatically without your constant supervision. They can connect multiple systems together and work within various contexts, and they can deliver results directly to you at the times that you need them to, which is pretty fantastic. Next, let's talk about some examples of some AI agents, and I'm going to show you how you can build these and the tool to use to build these. And it's free to get started, which is even better. So let's imagine an AI agent in action that is automated fundraising news. So it's gathering fundraising news for you on a regular basis, and it's pulling all of those information, all those articles together for you, and then it's putting them somewhere, or it's emailing you that fundraising information. So maybe on a weekly basis, it's gathering all the new fundraising news from the last week, and it's sending you an email with that news, which would be, I think, pretty helpful for most nonprofits. Or imagine it's helping you prepare for your upcoming meetings. And the AI tool looks at the meetings that you have that are coming up, and it does some research on those people, and maybe it looks at some of your notes from your previous meetings, and then it produces a document or an email or whatever to help you prepare for your meetings for that day or for that week, which would be, I think, again, pretty helpful. And this is the secret. It's Zapier. Zapier is an automation tool that's been around forever. It's fantastic. It does really good work. It connects a lot of different tools together and helps you interconnect things. And Zapier has an agent tool that's still technically in beta, and you can build things just with text and a few connections, and I'll show you that in just a minute. And you can automate all kinds of really interesting things together. So here's kind of how that works. So step one is the trigger. So you'd say, oh, run every Friday morning at 8 a.m., or run every morning at 8 a.m., or when this thing happens in this platform or program, do this thing, right? So that's the trigger. Step two, it does the data collection. So you can have it pull in data from various different locations, and then it can dump that data in step three for AI processing. So then you can dump it into, say, OpenAI, for example, ChatGPT, and it can process that data and gain meaningful insights about what it's reviewing and what it's looking at. And then step four is delivery, which is sending you the report, or putting it as a Google Doc, or adding it to a Google spreadsheet, or sending you an email with that information. So that's kind of the general four-step process for how this is going to work. And now I want to show you how I've got this built in action. So one of the things that I do on a regular basis is I host the Susan G. Komen Real Pink podcast. And as a part of that, I'm constantly looking for interesting conversations with women that have experienced breast cancer or are currently kind of going through treatment or whatever else. And so I decided I needed an automation to run to look for interesting news articles so that I can reach out to some of these individuals. So I built this AI agent in Zapier, and it runs every week. And you can see step one, search major news sources for articles published within the last 7 days, focusing on these keywords. And then I'm using this right here. You can see the Google search tool. So that automatically pulls in the Google search tool. Step two, analyze the stories. And I gave it some specifics on how to analyze the stories. Step three, for each story selected, extract the article link and generate a concise summary. Step four, add each article that you extract to this specific Google Sheet, create a new row, and add that information to that Google Sheet. Step five, compile all the generated summaries into a single email. Step six, send me the email. And on a weekly basis, I get an email, and it has a summary of the various breast cancer stories from that week, which I find really, really helpful. And then I can start to say, oh, maybe I should reach out to that person. I can look that person up. I can find their Instagram or whatever, and then I can reach out to them, which is very, very helpful, like I said. The other one, another one I've built recently, this is pretty great. This is happens every day, and it's kind of a meeting prep tool for me. And so I'll just walk through it again for you. Again, AI agent built in Zapier. It's using their free plan. I mean, you can see right here, I'm on their free plan. I've got 377 activities out of 400, so I'm almost maxed out, but still doing pretty good for the free plan. But it's going to access my Google Calendar. It's going to retrieve all of my meetings for that day. It's going to review every attendee that's supposed to be in each meeting. Then it's going to run that through HubSpot and find that person's contact and find, are there any relevant notes that I have for them in HubSpot that would be relevant to the upcoming meeting, and pull that in. Then it's going to run a Google search on that person and find out, like, is there any news about them? Or are there any news about their company, or anything I would want to know from a Google search as well? Then it's going to look on LinkedIn, which actually I don't think it can do step number 7, so I probably need to pull that out. I don't believe it can scrape LinkedIn. Then it's going to combine all that meeting information and from all the calendars into everything it's gleaned into a context for an email. It's going to format it, and it's going to send me the email every day at 5 a.m. And I'll be honest, like, it's a little bit hit or miss. I mean, we're still in the early days of AI agents, and so this doesn't work perfectly. But I will tell you, it works really well. And there are times where I'm meeting with someone and I can see that person's name. And I'm like, oh, I've got a meeting with so-and-so later today. That's interesting. And then I can see like a much more detailed background of them. And it's so helpful to just give me more context for that meeting. And I find so much value in doing that. So it can be hit or miss, but it's still really, really helpful. And I would continue to use it. I will continue to use it. So last one, and this is my favorite AI agent that I've built so far, hands down across all tools. This is my favorite one. So this one right here, I use read.ai to take meeting notes and transcribe meeting notes for every meeting that I'm in. And what I love about Read, and this will be a tool I'll showcase in another video, but what I love is I can go back into Read and I can do a quick AI search for, like, hey, when did I last talk about this? And it'll give me all the information. It's fantastic. But this AI agent looks at Read and says, okay, when new notes come into Read AI, review those notes, analyze those notes with ChatGPT. So it's integrating into OpenAI through an API integration, which I'll show you how to do some other time. And then in the transcript, ID any tasks that Adam needs to follow up on. So it knows from the transcript that when I speak, I'm Adam. And if I say in a meeting with Read AI in it, if I say, I will do this for you on Friday, it will create a Todoist task for me and drop it into my inbox with that task specifically that's due on Friday. And it is just one of the greatest things that I've ever created from a productivity perspective, because I don't have to write down anything during a meeting. I just say, I will do this for you. And then I know I'm going to have a task in Todoist ready to go, which is, again, I mean, just, it's like magic. It really is. So those are my quick examples. So for you, for an assignment, what is a repetitive task that an AI agent can help you with? Is it task creation for meeting transcripts like I just did? Is it donor research? Maybe you're doing grant research on a weekly basis and you can automate that. Is it social media content creation? That's a whole different thing that we can get into if you want to. Is it volunteer coordination? Is it event follow-ups? Like what's the trigger? What actions need to be taken? And then what's the delivery? And that's what I want you to think about as you move forward, because very likely you can create what you need to create inside of Zapier for that. I strongly encourage you to go set up a free account, try out the free agents. It's fantastic. They do a really great job, and I think it's worth your time. So that's all I have for lesson 9. That was fast and furious, but I hope you got a lot of value out of it. I really enjoyed building AI agents in Zapier. We'll talk more about other ways to build AI agents at a later time. But for now and for the rest of the week, hope you have a good one. Thanks for joining.